Okay, I'm going to do a quick demo of how I would try to identify and match these prints. So the first thing you want to look for is the general interior pattern that you see on the print. So if I look at, let's look at B for example, and I'll zoom in. So when I look at B, I see that it is a whorl pattern, and it starts small in the middle and then it gets larger. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my samples and I'm going to look for that same whorl pattern. Now, in order to narrow it down, because I see a few whorl patterns, I'll need to look for some different minutiae within it. And I see that it's a little challenging depending on probably the quality of the print, but we'll see how we can do here. So this is the one I'm trying to match. Notice that very interior whorl doesn't quite connect and it looks hollow. So even though this is a whorl pattern, this inner inside is clear with obvious ridgeline, and this one is filled in. So I'm going to eliminate one. So I'm going to look for another whorl pattern. This could be an option. It's hard to tell because it's so dark. I'll come back to it if I can't find another suitable match. Here's a whorl pattern. I'm going to go a little larger. Maybe smaller, that's getting distorted. Okay, so on the inside of this one I can see it doesn't quite have the same shape. Although it's open and it's white, the inner whorl isn't quite the same. This might be a good match. I see it looks like it's cut off. However, it does look like there's that open whorl that doesn't meet. And there does seem to be some lines crossing it in scar tissue. So if I go back to B, I would say that's a pretty, looks like it's a pretty close match. So I want you to try to identify the matches, first focusing on the innermost overall pattern. Is it a loop, a whorl, or an arch? And then go through the prints that are within the question mark and see which ones fit best. Anything with 3 or less errors will be given a mark of complete. You don't have to have a perfect response here.